Okay, so now we're going to show the subtraction just like the normal way, but now we're sketching it. So we have 4 and 8, 4 and 8. We need to take this away, but there's not enough because the bottom number is bigger. So now we need to borrow like usual right here. We would have to cross out and borrow. We're going to cross out one of these 10s and break it apart, bring it over to this side and put 10 new little units over here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now we can subtract 8. Now we're just going to have to cross out 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what we have left over is this right here, which is 6. So we're going to write 6 right here because that's how much we have left. And then we go on to the 10th place. There's 2 left right here and 1. So we only have 1 left. We're going to have a 1. So we represent this by having 1 and then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's our final answer using the units. Okay, for my second way of showing 34 minus 18, I'm going to do expanded form. So I'm going to grab the first number, 34, and that will convert to 30 plus 4, because we have 4 in the ones and then 3 in the tens place, which equals 30. Then we're going to go to 18, which it converts to 10 plus 8, because we have 8 in the ones place and then 1 10, so that's 10. And now we're going to subtract these two. Okay, now we're going to start subtracting. So as you can see, we're doing 4 minus 8. The bottom number is bigger, so we're going to have to borrow from this side to get it to be bigger on top so we can subtract the bottom number. So what we're going to do is cross out this, and we're going to borrow 10. So now instead of having 30 on the 10s, we have 20. So we write 20 up here, and then we add 10 on this side, plus 10. So this one now is equal to 14, and now we can subtract 8 because the new total will be 6. 14 minus 8 equals 6. Now we're going to go on to the tens place. We have 20 minus 10, that is 10, but we only write it as a 1 because we have to show it in the tens place. We only have 1 10, which is equal to 10. We can't write 10 like this because that won't be correct. That's going into the third place value, to the hundreds. We only have enough for 2 placeholders. Okay, for my third and final way to show 34 minus 18 is rounding. So we're going to get 34 and 18. We're going to convert this one. We're going to make a simpler form to subtract. So the 34, 40, we're going to round it up to 40 because I feel like it's more easier to round to a number that is easier for people, like 40, 20, 30. Those are more easier to subtract than 34. So what we need to do to this side is add 6 to make it 40. So we have 40, and what we do to this, we do to that. So we add 6 to this one as well, and then we get 24. And now we're going to subtract it. Okay, so now I brought this down, 40 minus 24. We could even break it apart even more now by doing 40 minus 20. And that will give us 20. And then we bring this one over here and break it apart because we have 20, and now we get the 4 that we had right here. 20 minus 4 is 16. So that's our final answer, 16. Okay, so just as a recap, my 3 forms were sketching it, expanding form, and rounding. So for the sketch, we drew out each separate number, and then we got 16. For the expanded form, we expanded the way to write the number, and we still got 16. And then for the rounding, we rounded up to an easier form to subtract, and we came up with 16 as well.